Okay, let's go to the phones at 617-830-4750. Why don't we start with our caller from the 717 area code? Caller from 717, tell me who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello, is this David?
Hey, David, where are you calling from?
Oh, no, I'm asking. Yeah, just making sure I can hear you. To get my heart rate down. Never really called into a show before.
All right, good. But so
Uh,
your name is David or it's not David?
my name is Nathan, actually.
Your name is Nathan. Okay,
Yeah, so I've actually been watching the show for a little bit.
great.
I grew up in a very right-wing family, but I discovered left-wing politics through your show and Kyle Kowinski's show. And I mostly agree with you on a lot of things, but one thing I have a hard time understanding your point of view is immigration, right?
Okay.
So while I do see that there are people, I see this some right-wing people are a little bit dehumanizing the language, right? Illegal immigrants is a little bit kind of taking away the humanity, kind of, right? But I mean, I understand treating them well, but I also feel like we need to have laws, right? Because if people are coming across the border, um, while I feel like they should, I'm definitely for immigration reform. I think it should be easier for people to come here because they want refuge, right?
Yeah, but
But
Nathan,
I also
let me
think
cut
that
right to it. Who is saying that there should be no border control and no immigration laws? I haven't heard anybody say that.
oh no, yeah, that's like a right wing hyperbole thing. That's so yeah, only very fringe left wing people are for open borders, and I know that's something I definitely don't agree with.
Yeah, so I
But
mean,
I also think
there's no
that
reasonable chance that totally open borders is not being considered seriously in any way. So I question the value
no,
of, I mean, of course you disagree with that, I disagree with that, but it seems that we should really be focusing the discussion on the sort of more real world disagreements that there are. In other words, when the president talks about S-hole countries and where people should be coming from, or
yeah,
when we talk about the idea of building a wall and what it means financially and what it means in other ways, it seems. Yes, sure. Some people might want totally open borders, but there's zero chance that's going to be a reality. And I don't even know why we would sort of even spend time arguing against that.
well, I'm not saying we want that, but I'm saying I feel like our border is a little bit undersecured, so people can walk across. And I'm not for a wall. Let me get that straight. I
Yeah.
think that's a waste of money. But I would be for maybe increasing border security, as far as funding the border patrol or patrolling tighter. But I think I'm just not sure if the idea that the border is the progressive position the border is the way it should be, or what is your position on what do
No,
you think
no,
we
sir.
should do?
So we've if we want to control more of what is happening illegally at the border and more generally with immigration, we need to look at what's happening with overstayed visas, which represent a huge portion of people that are here
Right.
illegally. They're not crossing the border. At the border, most of the drugs are coming through ports of entry. So of course we should use both technology and people, whether it's border patrol, customs, whatever. And mostly Democrats are in favor of that. So again, I feel like we want to be really careful when you say you disagree with me. So far, it sounds like we agree 100%.
Okay, maybe I just didn't understand your position,
That could be.
but yeah, I think it is ridiculous that people afford they think Mexicans just carrying drugs across the border. But I just saw an article the other day that 16 tons of cocaine is now going to ship in Philadelphia. That's clearly not coming across the southern border.
Yes, that's
But
also true. Nathan, listen, I'm going to let you go because it does sound like you're underwater and I don't know what's causing that, but I do appreciate the phone call
it
and I look forward to welcoming you back on the program once again in the future.